My name is Samuel Kwekuadison, Director of African Footprint, and I would like to talk a little bit about African Footprint International. Footprint was found 4 years ago. We will say the year 2000 was the time we had the idea of making it. In the year 2002, we were accepted by Ghana government that we can operate as an NGO. So right now we are fully an NGO organization. And what we are doing is trying to bridge the gap between the physically challenged, those who are disabled, and then the able people. But we are using the music as a medium, where when we play the music, we can get the attention of people. Where when we play the music, we can reach people, because we believe that music can reach you. If you are sad or you are happy, wherever you stand, music can reach you. So when we use the music as a medium, we get the people. And from there, we can tell them whether we want to teach them computing or environmental awareness, or maybe you tell them what they don't know, or create that idea that disability is not inability. And of course, we are doing this music and dance with those who are disabled, the deaf. The deaf people, we train them, we teach them how to dance. And at times they dance alone with the rhythm, with the master drummer drumming to them. They can make all the necessary movements. This, at the end of the day, we prove to people that disability is not inability. And when you join Footprint locally here, we teach those who join it communicative skills, how to communicate. For example, even though we are living in a society where there are many deaf people, but there isn't any place that when you go, you will see that they teach sign language. That means those who are disabled are somehow marginalized. Nobody is taking care or thinking about them. But we do communicative skills where we can teach people, both hearing and deaf, how to sign so we can communicate. Also English language and other communicative ideas. We also teach computing, because the world is growing very fast into computer world. So we teach people computing so they can communicate and access more information. In addition, we also teach music and dance, as it is the center part of our organization, so people can express themselves. We are also doing other activities like theater for development, where we learn music and dance, making it in a theater form, so that at the end of our show, people can learn something out of it. And of course, Footprint is going on. We are moving from one place to the other. And we have people who are supporting us, even though we would like more supporters. Because the more we get, the more we go. And some of these sponsors, locally here, we have the members, both the deaf and the hearing, those who are on the ground here, are supporting what we are doing by making it possible. And then outside we have a group from Hungary, Helle, Afrika, who are also supporting us. And we have friends and loved ones, individuals from Denmark and some from UK, who are also supporting us in the little that they can. By this, we have been able to reach where we are going, even though we haven't reached it all. But we have a lot of aims and ambitions. From the past times, we have been traveling to Netherlands, Italy, France, and then Denmark. And from these tours, we have been to different deaf institutions. When we went there, both deaf and hearing institutions, when we went there, we taught the other deaf people in Europe how to dance. They were able to dance. That shows that they can also do it, even though they didn't know what they can. do, because they can even learn African traditional drumming and dance. But we were able to teach them and even perform with them. This showed that those that we didn't visit can also do it. So we are having the aim that it will be possible for us to reach more, both Ghana, other parts of Africa and Europe, teaching other deaf people how to drum and dance. This is one of our aims. And also teach down here people who would like to learn from us, because we believe that we have something that maybe the Western Bloc hasn't. And the Western Bloc has something that we haven't. So we would like to fuse, get volunteers, get teachers, get people who would like to learn from us, and then we do things together so we can bridge the gap between even Ghana and Europe, the physically challenged and then the able people. Basically, that's what we are doing to bridge the gap. Yeah, actually, this is a mystery, even to myself. You know, it's so amazing that you will see somebody who can hear and dancing. I think when you see it yourself, even you'll be surprised, because before you can make a flexible movement to go together with the music, you have to hear the music, process it, and then have the groove part of it. I mean, you should feel the music so that you can make it and to suit the music, the sound or the music coming out. And these deaf people will do it exactly. And even at times they do it more than those who can hear. Some of them I will say it, but maybe when we go to the dancing field, you will see it yourself, and you can even judge that the deaf people at times can even hear better than the hearing people. I don't know, you can imagine that you give birth to a child who can speak. And you know, it's communication that makes things tight. Communication is very important. So at times you go to the house, and those very people who are close to them don't have much to tell them, because they think they don't speak the same language. So these people who can dance, and I sit down and I cry and become very happy. When you see them in their house, it's more like rejected. They sit down by the street side watching cars passing. And then maybe the family too, those who can speak are enjoying maybe somewhere else. And I feel very sad because these people are great people. That's why we are trying to bridge the gap. When I heard all these things, it went straight into my spirit that no, something should be done. And out of that, I decided to bring this computer education. You need something that will call the people before you can even teach them or give them education. So I brought in this music so that when we play, people will come. And when people come, that is where you can tell them that I want to teach you computers, I want to give you education, I want to do this to you, take you here. So we brought the music, and then we started the environmental awareness as well, because we can see that our environment is depleting. People are not keeping the environment clean. So we incorporated that into it. So when all the three components got together, then I decided to bring out the whole vision, which is African Footprint International. So why do you now? But what then also? I've been teaching my members that we want to live a life in a way that we will leave something for the future generation, that when they come, they will see that we have left a footprint that they can also follow. So that's why I say legacy for the living. If you have lived, somebody should come and see that you lived. If you don't leave any footprints, nobody finds you.